Run!
Do not think I will kill you, dwarf. It would be my pleasure.
Legolas, how many times do I have to tell you? Stop meddling in the affairs of the hobbits. You must wait until Lord of the Rings to be introduced. Now go home! Excellent.
You're still being captured, you know.
Oh, come on.
Dear viewer, our last appearance on your screen caused quite a bit of controversy, I see. We even managed to get ourselves fact-checked by Wikipedia. The funny thing is, their fact-checking of us actually got me thinking. If there is undeniable truth to the claim that the Earth is round, then why would they feel the need to so quickly silence anyone who might even discuss the notion that some people think the Earth is flat? So, I began to do some of my own research. And eventually I discovered for myself that the flat earthers were in fact correct. Luckily for me, however, my curiosity is rather dangerously strong, and although several cats did indeed die in the process, I at last discovered the real truth, the ultimate truth, that these so-called conspiracy theorists are in fact government plants who have been tasked with proposing outlandish and wild theories in order to mask the much darker truth about our world, that planet Earth is in fact round. I implore you to bear with me because I know this does sound preposterous at first, but the more you think about it, the more it just makes sense. And what's even crazier... Michael, what are you doing? Hurry up, we're gonna be late. All right, Sam, I'm coming. Good night, all.
Wow, look at that. The sun rose. Yep, it does that, you know. Every morning. Well, it won't tomorrow. You'll see. What are you talking about? The future. Ah, I see. Do you? Nope. Why do you think the sun won't rise tomorrow? Well, as hard as this may be for you to understand, if we just follow logic, we find that the sun will cease to rise, starting tomorrow. I'm not so sure about that. For example, if we look at it using the inductive method. Oh, the inductive method is so last summer. What? It's passé, out of style, irrelevant. That's not how logic works. Look, I've been thinking about this ever since I woke up this morning, 10 minutes ago. And I've realized that the only thing that makes sense is to completely throw out something like the inductive method and look at the world through a completely opposite lens. Why? Well, think about it. If existence is finite, then everything in existence must therefore also be finite. Okay. Which means that something like the sun rising in the morning can only occur a finite number of times. I mean, I suppose, but exactly. So every time some event happens which can only happen a finite number of times, it becomes increasingly unlikely that the event will reoccur. The sun has risen so many hundreds of thousands of times. Well, more like millions, but sure. Right, so the likelihood of it happening again has now become so exponentially small, it is basically impossible for the sun to rise tomorrow. Wow. That is not correct, either logically or scientifically. It makes sense to me. Okay, so you think that if something has happened in the past, it is therefore unlikely for it to happen again in the future? Well, to put it simply, yeah, that's right. So at any moment now, the likelihood is that you will just cease to exist. Well, I mean, that's the conclusion we must reach if we follow your line of reasoning. Yeah, I suppose it is. I was just thinking, is it possible for opposite day to even exist? Oh, for goodness sake. Here's a question. Wow, another one. I was trying to decide what I wanted to have for dinner. Pizza. Well, no, that's not my question. Oh, I don't really care what you think I should eat. Wow. But, as I was unable to decide what I wanted to eat, yes, I realized I should completely reevaluate how I make decisions. So, you need to decide how you will decide things. Yeah, so how are you going to go about making that decision? Which decision? The decision determining how you will make your future decisions. I don't know. I can't decide. That does make it more difficult. Can you just decide for me? Pizza. I don't want pizza, though.
Relativity. What? Relativity. Who do you think of? Who? I guess Einstein. Exactly. But why? Because he's the one who developed the theory of relativity? But did he, though? Yes. No, he didn't. Really? I did. Ah, right. You don't believe me. I mean, you were born after the theory was developed, and you have the absolute opposite degree of intelligence to Einstein. So, well, that's just hurtful and irrelevant. Irrelevant? While being born after the theory might stop lesser men, such as yourself, I merely used that to my advantage. Ah, I studied the theory of relativity in great depth, and then traveled back in time and taught it to Einstein. See, I don't remember learning about Einstein being taught his theory. Well, no, I haven't actually done this yet. But once I finish building my time machine, I will. Oh, okay. Even if you were able to do that, it would still be Einstein's theory. Why? Because you learned it from him. But chronologically, he learned it from me first. Not when you learned it. What do you mean? Right now, you know the theory because you're living after he developed it, which he did without your assistance, because you have not yet traveled back in time. So even if you did go and teach it to him, you still did not come up with what you are teaching him, which means Einstein is still the author. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, you'll see. I'm gonna go finish building this time machine, and then you'll see. Alright, you go do that. Will you marry me?
Oh, no. You don't want to marry him.
Dude, what are you doing?
Fact. Girls are fooled by pretty rings. Therefore, men use them to trick women into marrying them, which I find dishonorable. That's why I just shout at women until they marry me.
Seriously, man? What are you even doing here? You're a fictional character.
Am I, though?
Frodo? Frodo!
Are you talking to me? 'Cause I'm not Frodo.
Frodo, do not stray from your quest. You must take that ring to Mordor and cast it into the fiery chasm from whence it came.
I'm confused.
Are those the plans to the Death Star?
No.
Quick, there's no time to lose.
What are you doing? Seriously, what are you all doing here? None of you exist in this universe.
I do.
No, man, you really don't. No real person is as weird as you are.
Aren't they?
All of you, just go back to where you came from and let me propose.
Yes!
Do you go to a barber to get your hair cut? I do, yeah. Me too. We honestly might go to the same one. Yeah, that would explain a lot. It would. Except that my barber isn't a barber anymore. Oh? Where does he work now? The barber shop, but he's not a barber. Yeah, so what is he doing at the barber shop? Cutting hair, so he is a barber. No. You see, last time I was there, I asked him where he went to get his hair cut. And he told me he used to have another barber do it. But he's been cutting hair for so long now that he's able to do it himself. Wow. Well, I mean, he is a pretty good barber, so that makes sense. Not a barber. Well, I mean, he cuts hair at a barber shop, so I don't know what else you would call him. A hair cutter, but not a barber? No. Why not? Because the definition of a barber is someone who cuts the hair of the one who does not cut his own hair. Are you sure that's the definition? Yes. And it's very unambiguous about this sort of thing. I mean, I hear what you're saying, I'm just not sure that that's the definition of a barber. It is according to the dictionary. Which dictionary? The Oxford English Dictionary? Really? Which edition? The 3rd edition. There is no 3rd edition. Why do you know that? Why do you not know that? Because I'm not a nerd? You work for their publishing department. Oh. Right.